the Shroud of Turin. The Shroud of Turin is one of the most mysterious relics in the Christian world. A linen cloth believed by some to be the burial shroud of Jesus Christ. Measuring 14 feet long, it bears the faint image of a man who appears to have been crucified, complete with wounds on his wrists, feet, and side. Historical records trace the shroud to the 14th century, but believers argue it's much older, possibly dating back to the 1st century. In 1988, carbon dating tests suggested the fabric was medieval, but critics claim those samples were taken from repaired sections. Pollen and textile studies later connected it to the region around Jerusalem. To this day, scientists can't explain how the image formed. It's not paint, ink, or scorch marks. When photographed in 1898, the negative revealed a detailed human face no one could see before, igniting endless debate over whether it's a divine imprint or the most convincing hoax ever created. The Ring of Solomon. The Ring of Solomon, also called the Seal of Solomon, is said to have given the ancient king dominion over spirits and the ability to command the forces of nature. According to legend, the ring was engraved with the name of God and divided into 2 metals, iron to control demons and brass to summon good spirits. With it, Solomon was said to summon jinn, speak with animals, and even command the wind. One tale tells of a demon who stole the ring, disguised himself as Solomon, and ruled in his place until the ring was found inside a fish and returned to its rightful owner. Some believe the ring still exists, hidden away by secret orders, while others see it as a symbol of divine authority and the limits of human wisdom. The Spear of Destiny. Also known as the Holy Lance, the Spear of Destiny is said to be the weapon that pierced the side of Jesus during the crucifixion. The earliest records place it in Jerusalem before it was carried across Europe through centuries of war and conquest. One version was kept in Constantinople, another in Paris, and yet another in Vienna's imperial treasury. Throughout history, rulers from Charlemagne to Adolf Hitler were said to possess it, believing it granted invincibility to whoever held it. After World War II, the spear was recovered and returned to Austria, but debate still surrounds which, if any, is the true relic. Some claim the real lance lies hidden in the Vatican archives. Others believe it was lost forever, leaving behind a trail of power, faith, and obsession. The Gintammani Stone. The Cintamani Stone is a wish-fulfilling jewel found in Hindu and Buddhist tradition, a glowing, heavenly stone said to grant wisdom, heal sickness, and fulfill any desire. Often compared to the Philosopher's Stone, it's depicted as a luminous pearl held by gods like Vishnu and Ganesha, or seen atop the wind horse on Tibetan prayer flags. Legends say it fell from the heavens inside a chest sent from the mythical kingdom of Shambhala, where it remains guarded by enlightened beings. Its influence spread across Asia, appearing in temples, flags, and tales of divine light. In modern interpretations, it symbolizes spiritual awakening, the idea that true enlightenment is the greatest treasure of all. The Voynich Manuscript. The Voynich Manuscript is considered the most mysterious book in the world. Written in an unknown language with no decipherable alphabet, it has puzzled cryptographers, linguists, and historians for over a century. The manuscript contains more than 200 pages filled with strange drawings, plans that don't exist, star maps featuring unfamiliar constellations, and human figures bathing in intricate contraptions. Discovered in 1912 by a rare book dealer named Wilfrid Voynich, it was later carbon dated to the early 1400s. Some believe it was an elaborate medical text or alchemical guide, while others think it's an unbreakable code, possibly written by a secret order. Even advanced computer algorithms have failed to crack its meaning. Today, it rests in Yale University's library, its contents still locked in silence, a book that refuses to give up its secrets. The Imperial Seal of China. The Imperial Seal of China, known as the Heirloom Seal, was carved from sacred Hashibi jade around 221 BC for Qin Shi Huang, the first emperor to unite China. The seal represented the mandate of heaven, a divine right that legitimized an emperor's rule. Whoever possessed it was seen as the rightful ruler of all under heaven. Passed from dynasty to dynasty, it became the most powerful symbol of authority in Chinese history. Over the centuries, wars and rebellions caused the seal to vanish and reappear multiple times before disappearing completely during the 5 Dynasties period in the 10th century. Its loss was seen as the end of an era, a sign that heaven itself had withdrawn its blessing from the Chinese throne. The Rod of Moses. The Rod of Moses, also called the Staff of God, is one of the most legendary instruments in religious history. According to the Bible and the Quran, Quran, it was the staff used by Moses to perform miracles, turning into a serpent before Pharaoh, parting the Red Sea, and drawing water from stone. After the Exodus, the staff was said to have been kept in Solomon's temple in Jerusalem, before vanishing after its destruction in 587 BC. Some accounts claim it was preserved by prophets and eventually brought to Constantinople, then to Egypt, and finally to Istanbul, where it remains in the Topkapi Palace among other sacred relics. Whether divine artifact or ancient symbol of faith, the rod of Moses represents the power of belief to move mountains, or in this case, seas. The Holy Grail. The Holy Grail is perhaps the most sought-after relic in all of Western legend. Said to be the cup used by Jesus at the Last Supper, and later to collect his blood during the crucifixion, it has inspired centuries of myths, quests, and wars. Early medieval texts described it not as a cup, but as a radiant dish or stone with miraculous healing powers. Some believe Joseph of Arimathea brought it to Britain, hiding it in Glastonbury, where legends say it rests beneath a spring that still runs red with iron today. Others claim the Grail is symbolic, representing divine knowledge or even a sacred bloodline. Despite countless searches, no one has ever found it. The Holy Grail remains what it has always been, the ultimate symbol of faith, purity, and the endless human search for truth, the Black Stone. The Black Stone, set into the eastern corner of the Kaaba in Mecca, is one of Islam's most sacred relics. According to tradition, it was originally pure white, sent down from heaven, but turned black after absorbing the sins of humanity. Some stories say it was placed in the Kaaba by the prophet Abraham and his son Ishmael. Others trace its origins back to Adam himself. Over time, it was damaged and broken into several pieces, now held together by a silver frame. Many believe it's a meteorite, while others see it as a divine stone unlike anything found on Earth. Throughout history, it has survived sieges, thefts, and attempted destruction. Yet it remains the most venerated object in Islam, kissed by millions of pilgrims during the Hajj each year. The Ark of the Covenant. The Ark of the Covenant, also known as the Ark of God, is one of the most powerful artifacts in Judeo-Christian tradition. Described in the Hebrew Bible as a gold-covered chest, it was said to contain the stone tablets of the Ten Commandments, Aaron's rod, and a pot of manna. The Ark was carried by the Israelites into battle and was believed to bring divine victory or devastation to those who touched it unlawfully. After the destruction of Solomon's temple, the Ark vanished from history. Some believe it was hidden beneath the Temple Mount in Jerusalem. Others claim it was taken to Ethiopia, where a church in Aksum still guards a chest said to be the true Ark. No one outside the priesthood has ever seen it, leaving the truth buried in layers of faith, secrecy, and fear. The Nazi Bell. The Nazi Bell, or Die Glocke, is a modern legend born out of the chaos of World War II. Said to be a top-secret Nazi experiment, the bell was a large metallic device shaped like an upside-down chalice, reportedly filled with a strange glowing substance. According to eyewitness accounts and declassified documents, it was designed for anti-gravity propulsion or even time manipulation. The experiments took place at a facility in Poland known as the Henge, under the supervision of SS General Hans Kammler. When the war ended, the bell and its scientists vanished. Some say taken by the US under Operation Paperclip. Others believe it was buried in a secret tunnel, along with Nazi gold. Whether it was real technology or wartime myth, the bell remains one of the most disturbing and persistent mysteries of the 20th century. The Ark of Gabriel. The Ark of Gabriel is a mysterious artifact said to have been discovered beneath the Grand Mosque in Mecca in 2015. Described in ancient manuscripts as a vessel of immense power, entrusted to the Prophet Muhammad by the Archangel Gabriel, it was supposedly never meant to be opened until the end of days. Legends claim that when construction workers unearthed it, a blinding plasma discharge caused a deadly accident. In the weeks that followed, high-ranking church and political leaders allegedly met to coordinate its relocation to Antarctica, where it was said to be sealed in the Russian Orthodox Holy Trinity Church. Official reports blame weather and crowding for the incidents, but the story continues to circulate online as one of the most unsettling modern relics legends. A reminder that even in the age of science, humanity's hunger for mystery never fades.